Yo, 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 what's up, AJ Brooks? How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing good. It's good not to have no rain, no hurricanes, no nothing to go on that could possibly mess up anything.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, man, it's been rough in Central Florida, but man, how did y'all make out?
Everything went good. We lost power for, probably about 12 hours or so, but we got power the next day, Friday.
Yeah, they did a good job of getting power up. Shout out to all the electric companies. We glad that most of the people down here were safe and all that good stuff. It was a very interesting weekend, man. Colorado came in town, man. But I tell you what, I learned. First off, Ember be jamming on Friday nights. Oh, that thing was jumping, man. We was up. Me and my wife had a really good time. A lot of the Colorado parents came out. A lot of the coaches came out. Shout out to Coach Hayes for putting it together. Him and Pat Nix. It was a real nice event. Coach Hayes wasn't able to go though because this might be telling too much of his business, but it is what it is. The man appendix bust, man, on like Tuesday or Wednesday. So he was in the hospital during the hurricane and everything. So Hayes couldn't go nowhere.
The man got sick, couldn't go to his own party that he
His
was
own
throwing.
party, bro. His own party, man. And the
Man.
parents were sick, because he's one of the, Hayes then morphed into one of the Colorado buff,
Yeah. He a buff.
yeah, nah, he be, he keep it real with him, he he call it like he see it, and the one thing I do give him, he's not just riding on Coach Prime Jock. He calls them out when they don't do right, and when they lose, and he gives them credit when they win. So the parents was excited to see him, but he just was a little, shook up a little bit. Like I told him, that's what happened to those light skinned guys. They don't know how to eat fried chicken. So like I told him, I said, how many dark skinned cats appendix bust? Like that's all
Never,
I'm saying.
man.
Right. That's what I'm saying. We know what to
None of
eat.
my uncles ain't told me they
Right,
appendix
right. You
bust.
ain't never like that's what I told him. I don't know nobody in my family with it. So like I told my wife, her daddy appendix bust. So that's that light skinned people
Oh,
stuff.
he light
But
skinned
yeah,
too,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But nah, man. So people, man, I know it's been a minute, but we the Elite 100, and this is our football chop up. Matter of fact, we got something new for the people, AJ. We'll play it for them, man, so they can kind of see it. I'll remove us from the stage for a second, and we'll put them on the stage. Brevard, Volusia, and welcome. We'd like to invite you to showcase your talent at Elite 100 Senior All-Star Game. This game is for seniors in the counties of Orange, Osceola, Lake, Brevard, Volusia, and Seminole County. You must maintain a GPA of a 2.5 core GPA. You must have the approval of your high school coach in order so we can verify your character. We will have the game in time for, if you don't have any scholarship offers, for colleges to take a look at you. So please, if you want to be a part of the game, submit your nomination to Elite 100 Prospects with an S at gmail.com. That's Elite 100 Prospects at gmail.com. And we will announce the team on the weekend of Thanksgiving. Thank you. Yeah, so that kind of gives the purpose. One of the things that uh, we've been doing this now for some time. We like to give kids an opportunity to get into college. We both are college educated, degree people. Uh, we understand the importance of athletics in order to get that degree. Neither one of us made it to I didn't make it to the NBA. He didn't make it to the NFL. But because of those degrees, we're able to, do the things that we do. But we do strive to be entrepreneurs at heart. But we want these kids to at least get an opportunity to become a professional in something. And you can't do that without getting a good college degree. Or we do have trade schools and stuff like that out there. I don't want to discount that, but we want these guys to have that opportunity. So we've been doing that for a minute. As we said early on, with the cover regions we're taking, Orange, Osceola, Lake, Brevard, Seminole, and Volusia. AJ, tell the people about our social media.
Social media, you guys can catch us on Facebook, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Our YouTube is slightly different. It's Elite Prospect 6. But yeah, on all social medias, just type in Elite Prospects. You'll see the symbol come up. Yeah, so we're active on all of those. Trying to be more active on TikTok, but Just don't have a personality for it, I guess. But yeah, so we'll see what.
If you like to become our TikTok person, please give us a call and let us know because I think neither one of us are the TikTokiest.
I can't be out there doing the dances and everything. I ain't be doing all the little things. I ain't got it in me, man.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. We not the TikTokiest people out there. So so I know that already. Hold on, I gotta something just hit me up. Hold on. I'm back on
Uh-oh.
stage. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So hold on, hold on real quick. They got me in here twice. Hold on. And I don't know how to remove my in here twice. Can you hear me? I sound now.
Yeah, we good.
All right, cool. So one of the things that that we do have is a website. So I want to grab that. Hold on one second. Oh, I forgot what the name of the Elite 100 Prospects with an S.org. So please check us out at Elite 100 Prospects uh, with an S.org. All right, hold on. You know what? They just think they got me jammed up in there. Hold on one second. Cause I hear you don't hear me. I don't sound like a like a background to you.
Nah, it sounds solid.
Okay, well I ain't gonna worry about it on my end. All right. So, do we have any commitments this week?
Commitments this week? Nah, no commitments this week. Florida State lost a couple national
Oh,
commitments. Nothing
so
local.
Florida State
Lost
lost
a
lost
couple
a
of
couple
national.
commitments.
Yeah, nothing local though, but they lost a couple of national.
I wonder why.
I mean, Miami lost one too. Miami just lost Malachi Tony today, but chances are he'll probably still sign with Miami.
Yeah, but Miami is doing a little bit more than FSU. FSU struggling,
A
but
lot
I was
more.
saving
They're
that
doing a
for
lot
the.
more. They're doing a lot more.
Okay, hold on a second. I think I might have found the
But
problem.
he
Hold
two
on.
times, man.
That's what I'm saying.
AG
It's killing.
AG two times over here.
It's killing it. All right, there we are. All right. So I don't know how I got on there 2 times, but it is what it is. All right, so let's talk to a little bit about week 6 recap. We had a lot to recap, but I'll let you say the games recap, and I'll give my opinion.
Week 6 recap. Let's start with a Parker West Orange. So a good matchup. West Orange won that ball game 25-7. It's a matchup that Parker has historically controlled. But West Orange was able to get the victory 25-7. Another game last week that was big importance. Flagler Palm Coast versus OC University. OC University took care of that matchup. Anthony May, the running back, had 224 yards and 3 touchdowns. So he was a very pivotal point in their victory. Move on to Lake Mary versus Haggerty. That's always a big time matchup in Seminole County. Lake Mary was coming off of a defeat from Dr. Phillips the week before. Typically the Haggerty game is a little closer than it was last week. Last week it got ugly. It was 52-3. Lake Mary showed their dominance early and often. Merritt Island 5-1, bro. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can believe that.
Merritt Island is 5-1. They beat a tough Ed White team last week. Kevin Verpally, quarterback, was 15 for 25, 220 yards, 3 touchdowns, had an interception. But all in all, he played a great game. Keep on going down here.
St. Thomas Aquinas.
St. Thomas Aquinas versus Bishop Moore. That was the game I went to. It got ugly. It was 50-15. But Bishop Moore played them tough. I know it sounds crazy for a quarter or so. St. Thomas went down, scored, went for 2, 8-0. Bishop Moore comes down on the ensuing possession, scores a touchdown. Both teams had the ball once and had to punt, so it was looking good. St. Thomas scored again, made it 15-8. Bishop Moore was driving, had a fumble. St. Thomas scored. Now it's 22-8. Bishop Moore again gets the ball, driving, makes a play. Wide receiver breaks down the sideline, fumbles again. What did St. Thomas do? They scored again.
Right.
So now we're looking at 29-8, just that quick, in less than 5 minutes. Halftime it was 43-8. It was time for me to go home. So I did leave at halftime, but Bishop Moore lost 50-15. And yes, Trav, you do owe me some wings.
Hey man, he probably won't pay you up because I've been waiting on my wings from Malcolm. I was at actually Evans and West Orange Tuesday, and I saw Malcolm and I started to go ahead and bum rush him, but I was like, you know what, my boy.
Nah. Trav gonna pay me more wings. I
I
just
don't know
talked to him
Trav, man. I
yesterday.
don't know
He
if
ain't
Trav
doing
gonna
it.
hold up, man. Like I don't know, man. Like these
I'm
cats
gonna
is
have to
is
go to
full.
Bethune Grill though. I'm gonna have to probably meet him up there somewhere, but
But
that's cool.
I heard Bethune Grill be throwing down. Though I heard that.
Yeah,
Like, I mean,
exactly.
I done heard that from a few.
Exactly.
Hey Trav, let me
Exactly.
know if I can get some wings too, man. You might have to pay for Malcolm. And Evans. Take each one teach one. Take care of your brother's school. But shout out to Odom them, man. They had a really good game. But more important, man, the environment at Evans, man. They had like a nice little section for VIPs
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was a very good
Back in
environment.
the end zone, right?
Yeah, man, I'm
You
telling
get
you, a
some
lot of
snacks. You get some snacks.
nah, because I had ate before I came. But I tell you what I did do. I went over there and got one of them hot dogs. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Evans beef hot dogs is probably the best beef hot dogs
Bro,
in the city.
you eat
I
you
go,
eat glizzies? You too old to be eating glizzies, man.
bruh, Evans beef hot dogs was
Oh
on point.
man.
Hey
Oh,
man,
wait
they
till I
had the
talk
little
to a
ice cream.
side. Wait till I talk to a side. I tell you still eating glizzies right here, man. Oh
Man,
man.
hey, as long as it's beef, I'll eat it, man. I don't eat no pork, but I'll eat beef. I put it like this. I put they beef. Whoever was making them beef hot dogs, they had it burnt to perfection. Like I said, it was like
At the concession stand, or was
at
it
the
a vendor?
concession stand. At the concession stand, and then they had the next to it. They had my man with the ice cream truck. Like I'm
Yeah,
telling
yeah,
you, man.
yeah.
Put like this. Put like this. The West Orange people was over there eating it too. That's all I'm saying. All the
Now
West
Evans,
Orange people was over there eating. They
Evans,
concessions. Their little environment was pretty nice, man. I had
that's
like
dope.
a big shout out to Coach Odom. He really has changed that thing around, man. I'm telling you. Like he
Yeah,
really deserves credit for that, man. Because I remember going to Evans and it wasn't quite that feel. So big shout
it's
out to
getting there.
Coach Odom. Yeah,
Yeah.
big shout out to him. Sorry about that, y'all. I took y'all off task, but do we
Oh
want to talk
no,
about
but since
anything else?
you mentioned it, yeah, Evans played Wednesday. They won 39-19. Monday, Ocoee played Westport. They killed Westport 48 to
Yeah,
8.
but
And
I'm proud of Corey. But Westport, man, for a long time has
yeah.
been
But
struggling. Yeah, yeah.
your boy Jamarian, Jeff
Oh yeah,
boy,
yeah.
going
He running through
stupid
him.
out there.
Yeah,
He had 16 carries for 212, 3 touchdowns.
he did
So
that the last 2 weeks. His
yeah,
last two
last
games,
two
he had
weeks and I went over
three
200.
touchdowns.
Yeah,
He's had three touchdowns. So shout out to him, man. Uh, he's done a really good job. And then Mike McClendon, he just all over the place. He making tackles and sacks, and I think he's number two in the country in sacks, number two in the country in tackles. Not the
yeah,
state, the country. So that's a
country.
big shout to him, as well. Well, he got one more year after this, so big shout out to those guys. Uh, but everything's kind of rounding up. Like a lot of people. We can kind of get into it. But we do a game of the week, play of the week? I know we went to Bishop Moore. Yeah, I
No,
was gonna say
no.
that was yeah, because
It'd be
last
hard to
week was
get
a
a
rough
player
week.
of the week and lose by
Last week,
35.
right? I was gonna say last week was rough. Anyway, I apologize. I wasn't able to help my dog out, but this weekend I'm in town, so I will be going to the game of the week. I have nothing to do. Last weekend was rough. I had to go out there and take Coach Prime some oxtails, and I'll be the first one to say they beat the brakes off of UCF, and I think it was because Coach Ellis Dansley made some smoked oxtails that gave the Prime and them boys, and I think that might be the reason the boys was so ready. They hadn't tasted no food like that. But shout out to Ellis for making sure that he did that seriously, because that's something he didn't have to do. So we appreciate it, and all right, so we go ahead. We
I
want
don't
to go
think you're gonna go to the game of the week.
Well, depends on what it is. That's if it's in Cocoa, I'm not going. You're right.
Nah, you ain't going.
If it's
You ain't
Cocoa, I'm
going,
not.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
you
it's
ain't
in Cocoa, I'm
going.
not
See,
going. Yeah,
I ain't
I'm
even
not
I ain't
driving.
even have to say it was in Coco. You
Yeah,
already
I
knew it
knew
was in
I
Coco.
knew what you was gonna say. Like if it would have been anywhere around here, but so I will let you hit Cocoa. Well, y'all will be blessed because
You could go
I'll
to
go to another one.
TFA though.
I'll go
TFA
to
play
TFA.
with Rabon Gap. They play, the team from Georgia.
Yes,
Rabon Gap.
you know what? I probably will go to TFA. That's probably where I go.
Okay.
That makes sense. That's right. That's right around the corner, so I can do that one. So let's do it then. Let's see. We're not. Do you want to? We want to go with. We'll save them for our pick'ems for those. But let's go ahead and get the top 10 that we had this week. And I think we had a really good top 10. No matter how you shake it up, we'll go ahead and start with the next ups. Do you want to let the people know about the next up? Because honestly, I'll take it because I was at the game. We have OC University, Leesburg, Evans, and Oviedo. West Orange was in there, but with what I saw, they would not be
Got
in
beat.
there. Yeah, so they no, not that they got beat. It was a if it wasn't for your boys.
No, no, no. Do you know the stats for that game?
Oh, I was there. I left, but I
Yeah,
didn't. I
yeah. I
didn't.
know you
Yeah,
left, but
yeah, I left.
let me
I left. I
let,
left in the fourth quarter when it was already over. But I know D4 had a great game. It was
as
just
a team, Evans rushed 39 times for 463 yards.
that's about
D4
right.
had 17 carries for 104. I mean 105, 2 touchdowns. Cam had 10 carries for 173, 2 touchdowns. Nas, the quarterback, had 7 carries, 163 and a
Yeah, I was about
touchdown.
to say he had a great day. I saw him
They
run.
gutted them boys, man.
It was rough, and if it wasn't for the kick return by Dante Lanier's son, Donovan,
Nah, that was Devontae. That was
was that?
Devontae Anderson.
Oh, that was Devontae.
Yeah, that was D2.
Okay,
Got
yeah,
up
well,
out of there,
he
80
got up
yards.
out of it. They couldn't catch him, but if it
Yeah.
wasn't for that, man, they were struggling a little bit. But those are the teams next up. But the rest of the guys this week, I think it'll be interesting to see what happens. Uh, you know, uh, Oh, by the way, though, we didn't shout out your boy from D-Land, little freshman. That's little TJ
Miles
brother.
Moore. Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah. I just thought about that looking at the list, man,
That
bruh.
Joker had 16 carries for 265.
Yeah, and he's a freshman, so
He the truth.
he gonna be a problem, especially in that Darlington system. He's gonna be really killing these guys. All right, so number 10, who we got?
Number 10, we got Osceola. Osceola, number 10.
They've had
Um,
they losses two quality losses, and they really should have beat. Like the crazy part, and when we get to it, I'll say it. I'll wait to say it, but they really should have won one of those games.
no,
But
no, no. I mean, you could call a spade a spade. Jones, they should have won. They was up majority of the game. Give Jones credit for fighting back. Osceola could have kicked the field goal. With under 30 seconds, game would have been over. So
yeah,
some
yeah,
time
yeah,
management issues there, give or take.
yeah,
But yeah, they had the 10 spot.
yeah. Number 9, and I would have flipped. We got a tiebreaker person that I would have flipped 9 and 10, but number 9, Bishop
So
Moore.
the thing with that was technically the preseason don't count. But the people saw Bishop Moore beat Osceola. So it's kind of hard to put Osceola at
The chick,
9.
the chick play.
He did. He got like 5 carries. He ain't really played.
Right,
But
but the 5 carries, what he do with him?
no, Bishop Moore did good with him. They contained him.
Right. I'm saying
But
so.
Bishop Moore was playing to win. Let's just say that Osceola took their guys out earlier in the second half. Bishop
Right.
Moore said, "Hey, we finna win this ball game."
For me, I'm like this. We you right. I can respect what everybody was saying, but man, I think Osceola's a better team right now. I just
Give or
think they're a
take,
better
yeah.
team. Yeah, I mean, but there's no argument with it. You can argue the rankings. I don't think you can argue who's on the list.
Teams. Right,
Uh,
right, right.
but Bishop Moore, we're gonna see what they made out because when you get the breaks beat off you, I always like to see how teams play. After that.
Bounce back.
Yeah, we gotta see it. All right,
Yeah,
number 8.
Osceola, they play Vieira this week. I believe they'll be successful. And
Yeah,
then Bishop Moore, they play OCP at Bishop Moore. I think they're gonna get that get back.
But OCP, hey, they was talking a lot of trash on social media about the game they had. I'm just saying I wasn't
Yeah,
there, but they was
I
talking a lot of
saw it.
trash. You saw it
I
too.
saw it. I laughed at it. I mean, you can't say the T overrated.
Oh,
At the end
no,
of
no,
the,
no. We'll hold that
you
till we get
lost.
to this one. We'll hold that till we get to we'll get to them guys.
Okay,
We'll hold that.
okay, okay,
All right.
okay.
So number 8, who we got?
Number 8, we looking at Edgewater. We're gonna stay right on Edgewater Drive. Just go right up the street, about a 10-minute walk max. Edgewater
You know,
Eagles.
like
Oh, I know
right. You
oh so
walked it.
well.
Right. You walked it. I don't know,
Yeah, I walk
but
them streets, baby.
yeah. So the Eagles, man, they had a good bounce back game
Yeah,
themselves. And then I think they just won. They played Tuesday
they
night
just
too.
played Winter Park
Yeah.
Tuesday. So right now, currently, they 5-2. So
Right.
they on the right track. They lost 2 games to Jones and to TFA. So
Yeah.
quality
That's what.
losses,
All right.
you know.
So then number 7,
Number
lucky
7,
seven.
we looking at Lake Mary. Lake Mary with the bounce back versus Haggerty. Um, Also with them, they got 2 quality losses. They lost to
Yeah.
Dr. Phillips undefeated, and they lost to Lakeland by 1 point in overtime. So Lake Mary's at the 7th spot, but that's a very good ball club right there as well.
And they should have beat Lakeland. That's another story. Like that's kind of the theme that we seeing. Uh,
Yeah,
number 6, man. I'm telling you, ooh, Galley. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Or it might be called
it's
E
Old
Galley.
Galley, Old
You know
Galley.
what? It was called Old Galley, so I was wrong. But hey, Old Galley, man, they 6-0. They've been doing their thing.
Man, I just got a call about them people today, man. They say that they not really as good as they think. I'm like, man, look, I think that team is good. Somebody's like, nah, bro, you
It was
crazy. They
good.
not
It was
that
good
good.
last year, man. They really were. I mean,
That's all too. But they
they
at the 6th spot. They
number
struggled last week with Titusville. They only won 7-3. So it
you had
kind of
those
not.
games,
Yeah, yeah, and it's a county game, so I can
right?
see some type of rivalry going into it. But the
Kids know
week
each other.
before, yeah, the week before though, they dismantled OC University 40-7. So with that kind of, you would think that,
Well, but it
but
makes sense because they probably took them for granted. To be honest, they think they just gonna bust them up. Uh, so all right, man. We got number 5.
this one to get controversial. Number 5, Coco. A lot of people think that Coco is ranked too low on this list. With 2 losses being to national teams, Venice, Saint, and IMG. I still think that Coco is a quality team.
And
Um,
they should still probably win state. To be honest,
And I do
but
think that they should. But honestly, if I have to say the top 5 teams, I think that they can all beat each other. That's just how I think. I think
on any given day,
on any given day, whoever playing the best that day, they can win. Because I saw Jones beat Seminole. But yeah, I just seen all these teams. They real good ball clubs. But yeah, Coco at the 5 spot, they got a real tough game this week versus Miami Norland.
yeah, that's what I say, man. A tough game. They could be 3-3, but that's a whole nother story. But while we here, man, I got a break. That's my boy Mario McWilliams. He's out in Pensacola. We call him Nut. What's up, Nut? Man, Nut came down this weekend for UCF. His son is a starting safety at UCF, number 20. Had a really good game. I didn't get a chance to see Nut because it was raining and all that, and I had so many people. But just good shout out to see him, man. I'm proud of his son. Uh, we met years ago at a game. Yeah, safety. He want to say DB. Look, boy, that's the guy. He want to just say he a DB. All right, he's a DB nut. But we met many years ago, man. The Raptors, Jalen Carter, his son was playing against Jalen Carter, them. And him and Aaron Green was talking crash money. And so they ended up betting the dub, and nothing won. They ended up beating Jalen Carter to see who would be the champion. So that's how we met. But shout out to him, man, for sure. All right, so now we go back to number 4. This where it gets, you know, I see a lot of people, man. They got a lot of what's the word? They really be wanting these cats to lose bad, man.
Say
Like I
it. Say
like
it.
I
Hate. You want to say hate?
Oh my God. Hey man, I'm like, man, I ain't never seen nothing like this because my thing is, number one, they're a private school. So what are we talking about? They can't steal players. It's a private school. You know what I'm saying? So what are we talking about? But TFA we have on number 4. They 6-0. Now you can tell the people about what OCP was saying online.
No, it wasn't OCP.
Well, I
It was
played a
Ranger.
coach. Yeah. He was hot, wasn't he? He was
He
hot.
was hot. I mean, they lost. I just laughed at it because they lost 39-13, and his thing is that team on John Young overrated.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Because I was like,
you lost by almost 4 touchdowns. How that
so
overrated?
because I was like, man, when he said, I was trying to think, man, dang, who on
It makes
John
sense.
Young? And then I saw it. I was like, when I thought about it, I was like, I know he's not talking about team. Then when he
Yeah.
said it was at one point the game was 20-13, I was like, but you still lost by four
You
touchdowns.
lost, bro. Like
Yes.
it was 20-7 at halftime. You was down by
Yeah.
2 scores at halftime. Like,
I just don't get it. And then shout out to them. They got some news from what FHSA today that they're gonna let the kids play. So shout out to those guys for that as well. Uh, TFA is a good
but
team, man.
yeah, but I will say though, I thought it was so funny because I think when teams act like that after a defeat, I think it kind of, to me, it lessens you as a team. Because I think of OCP as one of those small private schools. I hold them in high regards. When they beat Trinity Catholic in the playoffs a couple years, like 3 or 4 years ago
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Jacksonville,
yeah.
at that point I said, "Oh no, I take you OCP serious." So
No,
I look at
you've been saying it for years. I mean, to be totally
yeah.
honest, you giving them their roses for years. But to what you said, it's almost like the way UCF players handle the loss to Colorado, I have nothing but respect for those guys. Like when someone beats you, you got to give it up. We do it all the time. We tell the kids that in 7-on-7. When you lose, you got to be gracious in losing. Because when you win, you're gonna talk trash. So when you lose, you got to be gracious. Is what it is.
Well, you don't go chanting overrated. Like you
Yeah,
basically saying that you're not that good. If that
yeah,
other team is overrated, you basically said we ain't that good. We shouldn't have beat y'all. Like no,
yeah.
that ain't the thought process.
Nah, it definitely is not. But the good thing is that's why they play the games. So there's a winner and a loser, and you could get it like that. So speaking of winner losers, we have number three, which well, you know what?
Go
Did,
ahead,
did,
get the
did you
chant for me.
did you close the deal today before I say it? Because
Nah,
okay,
we real close though.
okay,
Yeah,
well,
we close. We
because
nah, go ahead, seal the deal.
I
Yeah,
won't let you say it until we close the
yeah,
deal.
yeah, yeah. I
But
was, I was.
but once we close the deal, you got it. But I got it for this time.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, yeah.
number three on the list. DP. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to my boy Coach Wells. We gonna be together next week, smoking cigars, gumbo, everything. When we watch Colorado play Kansas State, uh, man, they five no, they had a makeup game yesterday. So now they 6-0. They beat
Six
Lake
and
Nona.
zero. That's a good ball club. A real good ball club.
We'll invite Aubrey out. Aubrey will come out and get some gumbo. Matter of fact, I'm telling you, it'll be gumbo at the crib, not this weekend, but next weekend. Wife says she's gonna leave us all to the house. We got the house for ourselves, guys. That way we can sit around and talk trash without anybody, without me having to be stressed out about cleaning up. But because my wife made me clean up. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I don't have it like that. But so yeah, DP, man, they looking strong. They had a good win. A good win against the Lake Mary squad. Right now, in 8A, like my rule, 8A is probably the easiest that's the easiest path for Central Florida to win a championship. So it's going to be probably between them and another team that's coming up. And we go ahead and give them number two, Seminole. You know,
Seminole.
yeah, Seminole is definitely a good team. I think we lining up to see a Seminole DP, and of course Lake Mary can be a spoiler, by the way. But we're
Yeah, yeah,
lining up to
yeah,
see a Seminole DP to see who goes to state, and that would be a tremendous game. Either one of those three teams will probably make it out of 7A. Excuse me, it's 7A now, but
7-8.
one of those three teams will probably make it. And the last, I'll let you say this because everybody swears up and down. You went to this school anyway,
No, I
so
don't need to see it. That's why
they
I don't
swear.
need to.
They swear up and down. But I'm talking about like people like, man, I promise you, AJ, someone literally told me today that you went to Jones. But go
No,
ahead.
man.
Who's our number one team, AJ?
Number one team, Jones, J High. I mean, they the number one team, bro. What you want me to say? I can't.
I mean,
I'm
you got to
subjective.
be more than that, bro, because these people they swear up and down. You went to Jones. They,
Two
they, they,
years Edgewater, 2 years Bishop Moore, man. I just the program is it's a quality program. I can't help it. Man,
you know what's crazy? And I told somebody this the other day, and I don't think people really understand. Jones is going to be really difficult next year. They're going to be good this year, but they're going to be really difficult next year. I mean, I'm
they
telling you, they are
young.
going.
Young, so
I'm
young
telling
this year, people don't
you,
even
yeah,
understand.
yeah, they don't even have a clue.
They
That's
got
why you
they
have,
literally they got freshmen and sophomores starting in like key positions. Like
but that's why they have these. That's why you have these older teams able to stay in the game with them, even though they're talented,
correct.
because they're younger. Like as they get older, it's going to be a problem, and they are a good team. So hey, shout out to those guys. We definitely want to give Jones their credit and their flowers. They're doing everything they're supposed to do. So that's all you can ask for. You just win the games in front of you. Now let's go into our favorite, which is pick'em. But before we go into pick'em, man, we got to discuss this real quick. The state of Florida football. Because the reality of it is this. I think we all can say the U is back. Now, mind you, for me, I'm watching the game down at Ember. For me, it's a personal game because Cam Ward, I know his people. Kevin Drones, I pledged his dad. We too pretty to die. Cap emphasized that we Texas State, them animals, them noops, all that. But uh, I pledged his dad, and they're cousins. So it was just a good game to see them go back and forth. But Cam made some plays that were Heisman-ish. He really did. Him and Travis to me are like gotta be the two favorites at this point. But Drones threw that last ball, and bruh, it was a hell of a. But I told people I knew that they was gonna get the best Drones that they could get. Reason being number one, he don't want to lose to his cousin because Cam talk noise all day. I've been knowing he gonna talk so much noise. It's almost like losing to a sod. Ain't nobody trying to do that because you got to hear that. So now he
Yeah.
got to live with this the rest of his life, and they
How many
cousins.
years Jones got left?
Nah, this is last year too. This is
Oh,
both
this
their
is
last
last
year.
year.
Like Drones won state in Texas his junior year. He won state. And Ward was unrecruited. People didn't even know him. I was getting calls about helping him get recruited. And he went to Incarnate Word, which is in San Antonio where I'm from, but it's a very small school. And he's a prime example, is why I tell kids, if you really are like that, go to that D2 school, get off, and then he went to Washington
Washington
State, and
State.
then now he's in Miami. But he's having a solid season. The U did their thing, and shout out to Malik Bryan to Jones. Speaking of Jones, he had a really good game from what I saw.
Real good game.
Uh,
He
you
made
know,
some key plays, some winning plays.
yeah, from what I saw. So but
Markeith
next week
Williams,
Marquise
Evans,
got off.
Markeith was out
Marquise
there
got off
too.
too. I was proud of Marquise. So,
Yep.
I mean, I'm watching the game and I'm like, the U is back, obviously, but now we got to go with UCF, who had a tough loss against Colorado. Florida, they cannot afford to lose this game. So, that's a game I might attend because it's a big game. It's a huge game for Florida. If Florida loses that game, they may try to get rid of coach. And I think that
And Mike,
I think we could say South Florida's doing okay, but we can honestly say Florida State is probably the bottom of the. Florida State might not even be FIU FAU right now. Seriously, they struggling.
I mean, it's all about the quarterback position. The teams that have successful quarterbacks from little
You think
league
it's
to
all
high
quarter?
school to
You think it's all
college.
quarterback in Florida State?
I don't think. I mean, I don't think it's all quarterback at Florida State. I will say this: Florida State lost a lot of players to the
Yeah,
NFL. Like
yeah.
that's what a lot of their talent is playing on Sunday.
They
When,
don't look like they did a good job developing
and
because
they did
see,
not.
and that's my thing with all the and hopefully high school coaches take notice of this too. To me, when you up 42 to 3 and 40 when you winning those games, or not even those, like when you up by 2 touchdowns, you got to sprinkle some of them guys in to
But
get some like they get some real game time situation.
hell,
You
if
know,
you remember Florida State last year, Jordan Travis saved them countless times,
yeah,
running
we
around the
always do.
pocket like a magician. He saved them so many times. They should have lost to Louisville if it weren't for Jordan Travis.
I don't know why they didn't try to get Cam Ward, and the thing
No, no,
about Cam.
no. They did. They had Cam. They had Cam in the
No, no,
bag, bro.
no. I'm talking
But
about. I know all. We know all
the
that. But what
the
I'm
the
saying,
the,
yeah,
the credits didn't transfer. This
yeah.
all this like
Then
man,
they
y'all
had to
better
do.
figure that shit
They
out.
They had. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no reason. They
You
should
got
have
to figure
figured
it
it
out.
out. Right. There's no reason. That's all I'm saying.
Can't
Like they're
lose to Cam
like,
Ward.
and then they had the inside track because Cam Cousin is an offensive tackle
No,
over there. You
he
know.
was there. They just
No, no.
for
I
whatever
know.
reason, I
I
don't
know.
know.
I know. But they got to figure it out. Hey, but it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. But what's your thoughts, man, on this Florida? Before we move on to and our picks, what's your thoughts on the situation of the state of Florida with football, with college football?
Um, honestly, I think about 10 to 15 years ago, the state of Florida saw a decline when we started losing a lot of our recruits to national
Bama,
powerhouses,
Georgia.
Bama, Georgia, Ohio
Yeah.
States. Um, and since
Or
then, Clemson, Oregon, we lost a lot of talent to those teams, and it's continued over the years. And Florida State, UCF, they not had. I don't think they've done the best job developing the players that they already have, and the combination of the portal. Because last year, Florida State lived off portal players. If it wasn't for the Keon Colemans, the Trey Bensons, like that was half their offense.
they've been living off of the portal pretty much the last 2 years.
So yeah, they gotta develop the kids that they have. But all of those schools, they get top premier athletes. So there's no excuse, in my opinion.
Oh no,
Um,
yeah. The thing is, I've always said this to you. The biggest problem is schools are not evaluating kids anymore. They're just
yeah,
going by what uh, what
stars.
what the star rankings are. And we're around them in 707. We know, like, I'm not gonna say no names, but there's kids that have been 4 and 5 star kids that people are saying they're bust, and they ain't a bust. They wasn't a 4 or 5 star kid from the start.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like we knew that they wasn't 4 or 5 star kids. So like, and honestly, to me, if I don't understand why recruiters don't do it. If you know that you got a kid that's a dog, ask him. He'll tell you,
Yep.
Coach, he a dog. Coach, he not a dog. You can ask Cedric Baxter, hey man, what about this kid? And he'll tell you. And said as a dog. You know, so just simple stuff like that, man. But let's go on and get these people out of here because the game coming on, and me and you got to get off here because we got to figure out how we handle these things tonight. So anyway, you got Rockledge at Mandarin. You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
You go first.
All right, Rockledge at Mandarin. I'm gonna take Mandarin.
You got Mandarin. I got
Yeah.
Mandarin too. Even though I'm not sure if Jamie French and Tremel Jones are gonna play, I'm still go with them. So we'll see what happens.
Well, Winter Springs is Space Coast. Really, realistically speaking, I'll go first, but I'm pretty sure we both will pick this one as well. I'm going to go Space Coast.
Yeah. It's a surprise though, to be honest with you, with Space Coast being 5-1, Winter Springs being 4-1. I can't say that I thought that either one of these teams.
Yeah, I
So
would think Space. I didn't think Space Coast. They're never that bad. Like Winter Springs being 4-1 is definitely surprising. You know, but I hope that they continue to win because one of my boys is a dean out there, Donahue. Uh, then we got Halifax Academy at MCC. That's another one that it's going to be hard not to go with MCC. That's just a rough. That's like some of these are just kind of we really just
and Halifax a good team though. Halifax, I think
yeah
5-1, 4-1, but I think
yeah
MCC just got way too much talent.
yeah. It's a little different. Next up, Oviedo at Haggerty. It's hard to not go with Oviedo after you see notice someone got beat 52-3. So I mean it's messed up.
This a
But hey,
rivalry game though. This a
but,
rivalry game.
and last week was too. Like so 52. Hey man, 52-3, man. No disrespect to the Haggerty kids, man. But man, I'm always go with somebody if the other person if you lose 52-3. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna
sorry.
roll with Oviedo too. I think Oviedo get it done. Looking at the team that have won 10, 11 games the last 3, 4 years. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Oviedo.
Now this Jesuit at OC University, which Jesuit is that? That's not Tampa Jesuit, is it? Well, I'm gonna be
Go
honest
ahead,
with you.
pick them.
I gotta pick him because my little cousin play there, so I can't like so I'm handicapped. I would under normal situations, but if I don't pick him because his dad is gonna be on my neck if I don't pick him. So I like his dad is worse than what's old boy? Old boy that used to be on here for Coed or
I don't forget that name.
or Marshall, either one of them. But yeah, man. Matter of fact, Marshall, you owe me some wings for Colorado and 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 and, uh, and
UCF.
UCF. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take Jesuit. I'll let you have OC University. I might even have to. Not, I probably got to go to that game because his dad. I didn't know they was playing those guys. Dad'd be mad at me if I don't. Hey man, this the game. This the game. This really, I should go to this. This should be the game of the week after. I want to go see what OCP look like with all the so OCP at Bishop Mo. I'm scared to pick OCP. I mean Bishop Mo after we might get caught out on social media, but I'm gonna take Bishop Mo, man. I'm gonna take Bishop Mo.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm taking the home team for
Yeah,
sure.
you got no choice. They don't even like you really like honestly, we shouldn't even put you in those situations, like to be honest. Uh Matanzas and Mount Dora. Now, to be honest, that's a heck of a game. Why you? I don't know who win. So you tell me who you
Nah,
pick,
I
and I'm
got
going
my
to that.
door.
And I'm gonna take. Well, your boy ain't in my door no more, is he? Yeah, no, he. I'll take Matanzas just to make it
No,
fun.
you know, Keandre Cousin out there,
No, yeah,
Tamir
he
Gaines. He transferred.
I thought he left and went there.
He went there, but that Joker got 900 some yards already. He averaging 189 yards a game. He
Yeah,
finna light the Tenzes up, boy.
yeah. Well, then see, you glad you told me. I'm gonna go with them then in my door. I didn't know he was out there. I
Man, he
thought.
finna light them people up.
All right, now this is the game. This is well. In fairness, I think we gotta go. I gotta go see TFA
Yeah, yeah,
against
yeah.
those
We'll
guys.
put
So I'm gonna go with
that.
my cousin will be okay. So we got Rabin, Gap, Georgia at TFA. I'm gonna take TFA as well. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
Ramon Gap. That's a national team, national ranked team out of Georgia. I think they won a state championship last year,
Mhm.
but I like TFA. TFA got a lot of talent, man.
But don't get it twisted. I'm gonna go with TFA just because we pretty much But Ramon Gap, that's gonna probably be their toughest test. So we'll see.
Well, they still got Seminole, so
Yeah,
yeah.
they got Seminole, but Ramon Gap is a
No,
nice
no,
little squad. Like you
yeah,
say,
yeah,
they've actually won state in Georgia, which says a lot. All right, and then Norland and Coco, uh, like I'm gonna take Coco, man. I'm gonna stick with
Ooh.
Coco, even though my boy is the coach of Norland too, don't you?
Who?
Quay.
Quay over there.
Quay over there.
He the head coach?
Now he the
Oh,
OC.
OC, OC,
Yeah.
OC. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So because so I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
go
he
and
is over there. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
because ain't Luke in Norland?
Nah, look at
Luke
um man Edison.
Edison, you're right. Yeah, Quay at Norland. So yeah, but I'm gonna take Coco, man. They at home. I just think, man, you know, they should have a bad taste in their mouth, So I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna see what they do. Venice was a good team. Uh,
Yeah.
I was supposed to I was supposed to go to Venice and IMG tomorrow, but I'm gonna go ahead and come back home.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be a good game. I mean, in this situation, I'm a homer again. For the people who don't know, I was born in Miami, Florida, Miami Jackson Hospital. So Jackson Memorial, excuse me. So with that being said, Norland, I just think
They got a good
they
team, man. They got
that's
a
a
good
team that
team.
went 14-1 last year, lost in the state championship. They beat Central last year. They beat it. Like I think that they battle tested.
Yeah, yeah, that's them. A lot of them kids left though. I do know that, but we'll see. But I do know this. Quay is probably one of the better minds offensively in the whole state.
And their
And
quarterback is the all-time leading passer in Miami-Dade history.
yeah, like I say, we're gonna see what happens. So there we are, people. Hey, that's and hey, if you want to get your kids nominated for the Elite 100 All Star game, like you said, we're going to nominations are going to stop at the end of the month, and we're going to have the team picked out by Thanksgiving. So the game will be held on January 4th at TFA. January 4th, 2025. So if you want to make nominations, please have the kids or yourself nominate them at elite100prospects at gmail.com. Anything else for the people, AJ, before we go?
Nah, man, just looking forward to another good week of high school football, carried on to college football, and finish it off with the NFL on Sunday and Monday.
All right, well, man, consider it done. So, all right, well, we'll catch y'all later. Hey, we going to stay on because we need to have a conversation about tonight. All right. All right. So,
Man,
we'll catch y'all later. Peace.
peace.
Yeah, man.